When was the last time you had a truly good night's sleep? Studies show more than a third of adults aren't getting enough rest. Clinical and neuroscientist Dr. Caroline Leaf is with us tonight to help us catch some more Z's. Hi, Dr. Leaf, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks, and you, Michelle?
Yeah, so what are the top reasons we're struggling to fall asleep and stay asleep at night?
The top reason is obviously a lot, but the top reason is our thought life. When our mind is going crazy, that will keep us awake. This is because the mind drives the brain and the body, not the other way around, and they're three separate things that work together. So if our mind is messy and our thoughts are all over the place, that creates chaos in our brain and body and chaos with the whole sleep cycle and all the neurophysiology that's involved.
So what is the white bear effect and how does it impact us?
The white bear effect is that concept that if someone tells you not to think about something, you're going to think about it. So it's a psychological term, a concept where if you tell someone not to think of a white bear, that's all they're going to think about. In terms of sleep, if you're constantly reading all about and hearing all about how you must sleep in this many hours and don't do this and excuse me, do this and do that, and if you don't sleep, your heart's going to suffer and this is going to happen to your brain, that becomes a white bear. And here you're lying in bed at night and you're trying not to think about this as you can't sleep, but all these things are running through your head, and that just disrupts the whole neurochemistry, and that really can affect that on top of the fact that you've got a thought life of the busyness of the day, messy thought life, undealt with traumas or undealt with things that happen during the day. You put those together and you've pretty much got a guarantee to have a bad sleep. But you can control that. You can actually reverse that because your mind controls your brain and your body. And you can actually reverse the white bear effect. And you do it by embracing sleeplessness. So instead of being scared of sleeplessness, you say, oh, this is great. This is an opportunity. This is me time. This is a chance to read that book, watch that show, finish that work. You will eventually fall asleep. But by shifting that attitude over a day, if you work on it daily, within 9 weeks, which sounds long, but it's not really long in terms of the impact that it will have, you would have rewired the networks of your brain. On a neuroscientific level, you would have changed things in such a way that you can actually start sleeping more efficiently. You combine that with good mind management techniques and a good mattress, and you've got a winning formula to sleep.
Well, that's really interesting. I also hear that one of the keys to a good night's sleep is actually something we do in the morning. How can our mornings help us sleep better?
Absolutely. So as you wake up in the morning, your mind is experiencing life. Phone calls, kids, business, work, whatever, emails, and all of that's becoming wired. The mind grabs that and wires that into the brain-body network. Now, if it's chaotic in the morning, generally the chaos just builds during the day. And then things that we haven't dealt with, patterns in our life, irritations, traumas that are affecting us in certain ways, behavior patterns, if those add to the mess, so by the time we go to bed, it's a problem. So what we need to do is start in the morning and take a 10 to 15 time period in the morning. Honestly, 10 minutes you can even do it in 5 minutes. And you go through a directed neuroplasticity mind management technique, which is a mouthful, for 5 scientific steps that will actually help you to drive the energy through the mind and the brain in the correct way. It'll help you clear up your mind for the day. And then you can use those 5 steps as many times as you want during the day. But you have a good 10-minute start in the morning really sets the day up. And those 5 steps very quickly are to gather awareness of the main thought that's worrying you, because we all have something that's like dominant in our mind. Take that thought and you're going to break that thought down. And first of all, you gather awareness of how's this thought making me feel? How does it make me feel in my body? How's it affecting my perspective? How's it affecting my behaviors? 4 little sentences, 4 little answers, 1 minute, 2 minutes, shift to the next part. Now you reflect why, very organized, step by step. Your mind, brain, body responds to order. The next step is reflect, why am I doing this? Get some answers, go to the next step. It's called a mind storm, step 3. And that's where you just, whatever else is stimulated by thinking, doing the first 2 steps, you just bring those thoughts up. Then step 4 is you bring all of this together and say, okay, this is what's happened. This is where I'm at. This is how I can see it differently. What can I do to get through the day? And you kind of reconceptualize, reorganize it, find the pattern, etc. And then you just devise a little action step, and the first step is an action. You can do at first it's clumpy, then you get used to it, and the more you do it, if you do it over 63 days, you'll also find that you get more mind management control applied in all areas of your life, and that prepares you beautifully for sleep.
Where can we go to get some more information on all of this?
You can go to certa.com beautyrest.com and tuftandneedle.com, because going hand in hand with mind is mattress. What you sleep on, it plays such a massive role. So if you are looking for comfort or for a really great body alignment, the Serta Perfect Sleeper X is amazing. If you move a lot or your partner moves a lot, then Beauty Rest is great because it's got a coil system that will actually help with transferring that energy so that you're able to then not get woken up by moving mattress. If it's maybe pressure points you have, or you want some really great cooling or something that's really, really, really comfortable, then the Tuft & Needle adaptive foam is an amazing choice. So mind and mattress.
Well, thank you so much for all that information. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stateline.